It has snowed. There's a bunch of snow plows everywhere. It's like it was about to be spring just a few days ago, a day ago. It was like it was starting to be spring. Now it's back to winter. Like it's not that unusual for there to be snow in February. February. But yeah, we have had some bipolar weather, like a lot more than usual. So it's ooh man, I might have to take some pictures. Ooh, I'll come back. God, dude, it's out right after snow like, and everything. Now it's like a lot less noise you can hear. Of course, I say that surrounded by a bunch of snow plows. But yeah, no, I don't think I ever want to move to a place that's only warm. I gotta have snow if I ever move somewhere. I for sure want to move out of the Midwest if I ever do move. But yeah, I feel like there's not much options other than the Midwest when it comes to snow. That looks sick. Probably can't see it. Mm. I smell weed or a skunk. Hopefully not a skunk. Oh my god. The tiniest little snowman. Okay. I didn't have a plan for this. I did not plan making a video. Um, I never really do. I feel like when I plan on making a video about something, it's like, turns out really bad. My lips are kind of dry. Well, man, it's kind of cold. It is. The air is very dry. And I'm out in the cold all the time, so I gotta take a picture. Yeah. Through here, I have to take pictures. It looks so sick. This park is awesome. If I ever get a stalker, just for whatever reason, I doubt I ever will. But if I, hypothetically would have a stalker, I'd make it so easy for them to fucking find me, I swear to God. Um, anyway. Okay, well, I think up until now everything's gonna be like a fucking blooper. Do you ever think sometimes like how interesting it is that when you have a opinion that doesn't even necessarily like go against someone else's opinion, but it's just like it could just be a different opinion that you have other than another person on something. It doesn't have to be something as extreme as, oh, I believe in God, I don't believe in God. It doesn't have to be just, you know, see things differently. Just seeing things differently, you know? Isn't it interesting how we get so, I don't know, offended, or it's like as if we are threatened by someone who has a different opinion. Or maybe it seems that way. Isn't that interesting? Like, we don't like when other people don't agree with us, or don't think like us, or just disagree. We get defensive. We push back. Am I going in the woods? Um, I, I wonder why. Why is that? Why do we do that? Why do we feel a need to stay in this, this cycle, this track, this mind? We gotta stay on the track. I don't know if that guy's coming down here. Um, but yeah, it's interesting. Ah, shit, is he coming down here? Um, yeah, yeah. It's like, I had a conversation, with a friend of mine, you know, talking about Jesus. How we think, he was just some normal dude. I think that's, or maybe I was just saying that, but anyway. I think, he was just a normal dude, a normal hippie. He was just a dude that was a hippie. I like to think, because I like to think of myself as a hippie. Yeah. Anyway, he was probably just some dude who took a bunch of psychedelics that altered his mind and made him think differently than others. And this way that he was thinking, you know, got him crucified for it. Because he called out, he didn't agree with the religious organizations of that time. He hated them. He didn't like them. He was against the government. The government. He was against all those social constructs. You know, he didn't like any of them. He was like, tear them all down, basically, essentially. Um, and you know, it's just like how it is today. You have a different opinion, or You say something that's just way out of the norm than what most people would say, something that threatens their way of thinking, that threatens everyone else's way of thinking, and you get defensive, and then you cancel them. You cancel them because you know they don't they don't think like you do, and they threaten the way that you think. And just like with Jesus, he got fucking crucified. It was a much more extreme version of being canceled. I think maybe they could have just canceled him instead of crucifying the poor fucker. Um, but yeah, isn't that interesting how our society, our world is like that, and it has been for so long. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks, especially when you so desperately want to help people come to the truth. Um, but it's all worth it. I think talking about this stuff, putting it out there, making it people, making people pissed off potentially. I think it's all worth it because that it still makes them think. It still makes them think about, reflect. If they get mad or upset, still makes them reflect, think about what the fuck just happened. Why am I mad? Every time they get mad, even if they aren't consciously aware of why they're mad, it keeps happening. They'll start to question it. Like, oh, am I right? Maybe. Who knows? Who am I to say? You know. But yeah, that was that was about it. That was all I had to say. My fingers are cold. Peace.